Hey guys, Aaron Geezy here, also known as Geeztown. Just wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on with me. It's been a little while, and unless you know me in the real world, you probably have not heard from me in a while because I'm no longer on social media. And a little bit about that, it kind of feels like I've unplugged from the Matrix, and everyone else is still, still plugged in a little bit. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, like getting used to it. Like it's really nice to just not have to think about any of that, not have to worry about what I'm gonna post, what I'm gonna make a video about, or what I'm gonna write on Facebook or take a picture of for Instagram or whatever. Yeah, it's been nice just to not have to think about any of that and just to live life in the real world. And so yeah, I've been doing that. Um, you know, as far as whether I'm going to go back on social media or not, or why I even get out there in the first place, if you're just kind of tuning in, checking out what's going on with me. I got off there, I guess the censorship, banning Trump, all that kind of stuff was really the last straw for me. There's the privacy violations, the data theft, and I've always been a little bit skeptical of it because I remember the days of MySpace. I can remember a band that I was friends with, the guitar player putting so much time and effort into MySpace, getting new friends, new followers on there, and then we all know what happened with that. It's kind of the same thing here where, no one's paying me for likes. No one pays me. I can't buy groceries and say, hey, 50 people liked the comment that I put out the other day. I mean, no one cares. Like it doesn't. The world doesn't work like that. We're all just basically creating more eyeballs and more traffic for Mark Zuckerberg's ads. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. And same thing on YouTube or anywhere else, on social media, really, same kind of thing. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, I've thought about maybe coming back on. I've kind of had my second thoughts on this and everything, but I think I'm still at a place now where like I want to keep trying. I want to give this a shot, and it's just been a little bit. I've had to kind of just get used to not being on there, as well as start to think about kind of change my mindset because so much of what I've heard from everyone, any kind of marketing expert, any kind of successful person in the music industry is, yep, you got to be on social media, you got to be on this platform, this platform, this platform, post this many times a day, all these strategies, all this stuff. So just getting away from that and starting to think differently, that's kind of where I'm at. And I've got some ideas, got some strategies that I want to try. And so yeah, I'm just that's where I'm at. I've been living life in the real world. I've been playing some open mics. I've been experimenting with busking a little bit, and it's been really good. I mean, the lockdowns and all that stuff. People kind of got into this live streaming, and it's just not the same. Not the same as being at a venue. Seeing music live right in front of you. Being able to be there with those people. Other people in the real world, talking to musicians, meeting new people. Yeah, it's just not the same as like watching something on your phone or on your computer and typing in the chat and I mean it's not the same. And so I've been enjoying that and been doing that, just living life in the real world. And yeah, and just kind of feeling like I'm unplugged from the Matrix and everyone else is still in there. And I'm kind of like, hey guys, come on, we gotta get back to the real world. Come to this open mic with night with me. Come, hang out in the real world with me. And I just feel like people have kind of been just conditioned, especially from the lockdown, to just kind of be antisocial. Really, I mean, they're on social media, but I mean, it's just not the same thing. Not the same thing as hanging out with people in real life. And so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Let's see. I took a few notes here, so I'm just kind of wanted to write down what I wanted to talk about here. I guess I wanted to let you guys know about a couple of things. I've got a new song. It's not necessarily a new song, but it's a finished production of a song that I put out as like a demo, quite a while ago. But yeah, I've got like that's finished, mixed, mastered, and I'm working on the music video for it right now. Shout out to my friend Kyle Tycro that helped me with his camera work, all his I don't know. He just comes up with really great ideas and great shots that always really help what I'm doing. I'm just I kind of started out like I've been the sound guy, the music guy. He's been the video guy, and I've kind of learned from him and been inspired by him. And he's always like, every time I worked on something, like I'm still learning, but there's always something that he does that's like, wow, like just takes it to another level. And yeah, so shout out to my friend Kyle, and shout out to my friend Sketch, also known as Steve Lundgren, too, for I don't know, just having some conversation with him, and he gave me some ideas for a cool location that ended up turning out really good. So yeah, but so I'm editing that, working on that. Yeah, new song, new music video coming soon, and still haven't nailed down a lot of the details on how exactly I'm going to release this, because I don't know. I'm kind of looking into a way of not having to put it on all the mainstream platforms, but I don't know. We'll see. It still may end up on Spotify and all that, but I don't know. We'll see what I can come up with here. I'm not don't have anything nailed down for sure on that yet, but so that's coming. And if you really want to hear that and want to be on that, make sure you're on my email list. If you really want to hear it right now, send me a nice email, say something nice, and just talk to me. Tell me what's been going on with you, and yeah, I'll email you the track if you want it. Yeah. What else do I want to talk about? I guess just kind of give you guys an update about me a little bit. I don't know, honestly, like with everything that's been happening in the world, and lately all the lockdowns, a lot of things have changed. Getting off of social media. I don't know. I've been in kind of a weird place. I'm working more hours at my day job right now just because of the uncertainty of who knows, if there's going to be another lockdown, or I don't, who knows what's going to happen. So yeah, so that's kind of something. I'm not having as much time as I would have before to put into music, but I still am, just not on social media and doing the real life thing. And but other than that, I've had a few things happen that have challenged me, and I've just kind of been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of like learning, self growth, maybe you could call it. Yeah, I had a few things that happened in my personal life that challenged me. Been learning a lot about myself and other people and relationships, and it's exposed some vulnerabilities and some tendencies that I have that make it easy for people to take advantage of me in certain situations. But by understanding what's been going on, it's been helping me deal with it and make some changes. Having some boundaries has really saved me, and going to church and seeking God has really, really helped me a lot and given me a lot of answers. I guess one thing that happened, I was really upset about how a certain person treated me, and looking back, it was like they had me under a spell. And once I could see the truth, I didn't know why I even cared about what this person thought of me in the first place. There were a lot of lies and manipulative tactics that were used that really mess with my head, and once I could see that, I realized that the same thing had happened before in other situations, and it's like a lot of small, like passive aggressive little jabs that you don't even realize like that it's happening, but it ends up making you feel like crap, and basically like questioning yourself a lot, and questioning you know your own instincts, your own beliefs, your own like questioning reality almost. Yeah, there's something called gaslighting, and I don't know if anyone knows anything about that, but it's basically people try to make you think you're crazy, and that what you see in the world that's happening is not really happening when it is. And so yeah, stuff like that, and just becoming aware of like how much that's been happening with certain people in my life that just don't agree with my belief system, so they just use these manipulative tactics to try to like make me think I'm crazy or something. But yeah, so I've been realizing that and learning a lot about that kind of stuff. Let's see, I wrote down some things. I'm just kind of looking over. It made me question myself a lot. It made me question my faith. And like I said, most of my beliefs are pretty controversial, and I've been attacked for them a lot, especially by people in my family. And so it's not like I've got a lot of people agreeing with me and supporting with me. Most of the time it's the opposite. So like kind of having all this happen is really, it's kind of been tough, but it's also made me stronger in the process, I think. What one thing it made me realize is that a lot of people simply don't understand me and can't even believe that I'm for real with my beliefs because it's so uncommon. And the things I believe are good, a lot of people in the world, they see that as weak or needy or unattractive. And and let's see. So yeah, I have kind of a good point about that, but I kind of want to get through some stuff. You know, Stuff about relationships. There's so much advice about relationships out there. So many gurus telling you how to act, what to say, what not to say, how to be attractive, how to manipulate people into chasing you by making them think that you are more valuable than they are. No one seems to be talking about love, though. All right, that's the thing that I realize. No one seems to be talking about love. People don't even care about that anymore. Some people think love means sex, but it doesn't, not even close. It means being unselfish and putting someone else before yourself, giving to them, helping them regardless of what you get out of it. Okay, that's what love truly is. Not, these people that say, oh, we want the right to love who we want, or, they're just talking about sex. That's not the same thing, not even close. And I guess, one thing I realized about all this, is that whatever the game is that the world is playing with relationships, love isn't a part of it, and I don't need what the world has to offer as a prize for playing their game. You can't get love by manipulating people and degrading them to make them think they are less valuable than you. Maybe you can get something out of it, but it isn't love and it won't last. Okay? Yeah. And some people are simply so addicted to the world system of relationships in the same way people are addicted to junk food. Okay, this is kind of that point that I was talking about, I wanted to make, that I realized, because, another thing that's been good for me lately is I've been starting to eat healthier. Haven't had any fast food in quite a while. I've been, used to get fast food on my way to the studio all the time. Now I've been making food here, been eating healthier things. Not perfect at it, whatever, but been making some pretty good steps. Lost about 25 pounds, and I don't know, kind of plateaued a little bit for a while, but I'm starting to make a little bit more progress again. So, but it's been going good. So, but yeah, eating healthy, the junk food analogy, and I feel like relationships are the same way, because people they become addicted to the world system of relationships. It's like this junk food where in the short term, maybe it's fun, maybe it feels good, but, long term, it's not going to be healthy. You're going to have problems, and, healthy relationships, a healthy relationship is like offering someone a vegetable when they are addicted to junk food. You get the same kind of reactions from people. Yuck, I don't want that. Give me my sugar. I mean, people, yeah, like, I won't mention the person's name, but I had a conversation, we were actually going out to eat not long ago, and they're drinking pop, and they're like, oh yeah, give me my sugar. I mean, there's a lot of people that just kind of like, they joke about this, and they, that, oh man, I want my cookies and my ice cream and my sugar and my fast food. I don't want that gross salad, that gross vegetable. I mean, you know people get like that with food. Yeah. So, and it's the same thing with relationships. Healthy relationships. This thing called love. that's not really talked about because it's not, not as sugary, not as instantly gratifying and addictive as the junk food relationships are. But you know, what was I going to say here? I guess getting back to the train of thought that I had before, these people that they joke about, give me my sugar, they'll even mock you and make jokes about how they love their fast food, ice cream, or whatever. Healthy relationships may not be as attractive, they may be more work, but they result in a much happier life, just like eating vegetables instead of junk food will. And so, yeah, that's my analogy. I think a lot of people don't really see that. They don't really realize that. They're just stuck in this world of thinking, thinking what they think about relationships. And, I just see so many people like they play these games, these manipulative tactics of, and it's kind of what I said, like degrading people to make them think that you're more valuable than they are so that they chase you, so that they want you, or, it's just this whole like stupid game. But at the end of the day, no one's happy doing that. Even the gurus, you actually look into like, these gurus, what they have in their life, and it's like, yeah, they're single, they're lonely, they're miserable. They're like, yeah, I can tell you how to get all the girls, but it won't make you happy. I mean, they'll even admit that, and yeah. So I think that's about all I got for you. Just some thoughts I had, some things that have been going on in my life, kind of some updates on things. And so yeah, watch out for that music video. And if you really want that song right now, shoot me an email. Just say something nice. Let me know what's been going on with you, and I will be happy to send that song to you. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.